Right everybody, right, work in the kitchen continues. I've done bonding coat on the edge. I ended up breaking all that plaster away because I think it wouldn't have been very good if I just tried to patch it up bit by bit. It would probably have all cracked, so in the end I just decided to knock it all off. So I put an angle bead in to get your nice straight edge, so that's just say the bonding coat, not the final finish. So probably put another little bit on there because you can see I've still got quite a big gap in there, like, so the finishing plaster won't fill all that in, so I'll probably put a bit more in there. And I've done the same down our edge where we had the rough bricks, and I've filled in the two bits in the floor. I'm going to get that last little bit. I would have just chopped a bit of that. That's obviously the post at the top of the stairs where you got your banister going into the ground. So done that with a saw. Now where having one of them little multi-tools would be ideal now to be able to cut in there and get that level with the ceiling, but unfortunately I don't have one, but I'll maybe chisel it out or something. So what I'm in the process of doing now is blocking in an old air vent. So all I'm doing here, bed of mortar, and I had some house bricks spare, so I'll fill in the bulk of the gap with the bricks and the mortar, and then when that's gone off I'll just use the bonding coat like I've used here to get rid of that. And I shall probably do the same with the one we've got down in the bottom. So I was thinking I might get away with just sort of doing these corners, but I'm not really going to, because obviously the thickness of the plaster is different, because obviously that was inside a pantry, so as you can see there's quite a big lip from the kitchen wall drops in. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just plaster this whole corner section basically, and I'll have to sort the ceiling out as well. Again, there's quite a big difference in that. Don't know if it stands out on the camera, but that's a good 10 or 15 millimetre difference. So I'll probably end up maybe putting a bit of plasterboard up there, and so I've only got a light skin on that. So just thought I'd show you that, how easy it is to block them in. Basically I've done a couple in this house now. So the last time all I did was put a couple of little beads of wood down each side and used a bit of plasterboard. But as I've got a load of house bricks that I was going to use in the garden but never, I thought I might as well use a couple of them up. Right, that's it for now. Catch you later. Everybody, that's that little job done. Oh. Not pretty, but it doesn't have to be. So once that bonding coat goes over there, you won't know it was ever there once it's all been decorated and what have you. So I just got rid of a few bricks. I've got quite a few out there. I was going to do a garden wall that I never got round to doing, so got a fair few bricks to use up at some point. But say that's all you need, a little bit of water. Nice and simple, or I say the other way they've done on the previous two that are covered up upstairs. Just get a bit of sort of 1x1 wood, allow for the thickness of your plaster, screw it to the wall so your plaster can just sit in there a few millimetre in from sort of like being level with the wall. That just allows you a little bit of space to put a skin coat over it, and so upstairs you look where they were, you'd never know they were there. That will be the case for this one. So I've got one down the bottom, but I'm just thinking should I maybe keep that one to allow a little bit of ventilation in. Just get a new cover over it. So I covered them up pages again just to keep the drafts out, which I think a lot of people tend to do. But you are actually meant to have a little bit of ventilation in your kitchen to allow for the fumes off your cooker and what have you. So I'm not sure on that one. Shall I keep it? Shall I not? I'll have to have a look, think about it. I think I'll mix up some more bonding coat, give this another coat. I might leave that a little bit to let the mortar go off and then slap the bonding over that. Then apart from sorting the ceiling out and getting rid of that little stump, I'll be ready to have a go at plastering, which is always fun. Not my favourite job in the world, but not so bad on a little area like this. It can't go too drastically wrong. thing I find the hardest with plastering is how quick the plaster starts to set. So you really are up against the clock, and the minute you start you just feel under pressure that every minute that passes that's starting to firm up a bit, and you get to a certain point you actually can't work it anymore, so you're a little bit slow getting it done. You get to flatten it out and you find it's actually gone off a little bit too hard. So a little area like this won't happen, but when you're doing full kind of like size bedroom walls and that, when you're first learning it, that is the biggest problem. But I think I'll risk having a go at this. Worst case scenario, I'll just need a little bit of a sand down if it's not the greatest, and I say that fridge is going to be sitting there, so you're not going to see a whole lot of it. So right, that's it for now. Catch you later. Well, I had to think about it, and well, it's been blocked up for probably the last, I don't know, 15 years or something, so I don't suppose there's much point in worrying about it now. There is a little vent in the window, so I'll say it's been like it all these years, so might as well get rid of it while I'm doing this. Tidy the wall up a bit, so let's see what we got nasty behind this one. Top one was pretty filthy with all the dust over the years. Upstairs there were the clay vents, so I don't know why they're just wooden frame ones down here. Pretty disgusting as it was upstairs. Years ago I did have them. Now when they inject the little foam balls into your cavity, so I'm assuming that must be what this stuff is. So, plenty of rubble. Don't know, that's fallen from the top one down. But yeah, I thought might as well get rid of it. So we'll brick this one up. As I just give you a nice clean tidy wall then. I'll be able to slot some stuff down the side of the fridge when the fridge is there, ironing board and such things. Right, mix up a bit more mortar and fill the hole up. Catch you later. Alright everybody, thought I'd just do a quick last clip. I was going to leave it till tomorrow, but I decided to just put a bit of bonding into these holes. I wasn't going to put quite so much in, but I thought it wouldn't hold with it being such a deep hole, but it hasn't gone too badly. Got to top that one up a bit, but it seems to be sitting well enough, so I should be fine there. Bottom one wasn't quite so deep, so I've got that quite well. I'll run the trowel over it after it dries a little bit. So you don't have to be too precise with the bonding, because it is just now the base layer. It's ideal for deep holes. It does hold, I think it tells you on the pack to do about 10 to 15 mil deep, but I've done deeper than that in places, and it seems okay. But so I could have kept it a bit smoother, some of this stuff, but as long as it's not massively rough, then you're okay, because there's going to be 2 layers of skin coat going on the top of it. So I say, once it's replastered, and you'd never know them holes were there. So quite a simple thing if you've got any in your house and you'd like to get rid of them. Not a major problem. Right, time to get a bath I think. Catch you all later.